everybody, Happy New Year! I am so excited to be starting this year off fresh with new video ideas and bringing to you guys some really exciting stuff that I can't really talk about yet, but it'll be in videos very soon. But I wanted to get this video up because I have been doing a lot of like self-development stuff lately, and I just really wanted to share it with you guys. And I also want to give a shout out to Cici from That's So Cici because she is absolutely incredible. She gave me the sweetest shout out video imaginable. I had no idea it was even up for like 2 weeks, and people were writing to me saying, "Oh, Cici sent us here, and thanks Cici for bringing me to Haley's channel." And I was like, what are they talking about? You know what I mean? So I ended up finding the video and was just like almost like crying. It was so sweet. Cici girl, I love you. I wish one of these days I'll have to fly out to Vegas and meet you because I just think that you are amazing, and I wish you the best of luck with all that you're doing. And I really just wanted to say thank you because it was such an awesome video, and I think she's great. And if you aren't subscribed to Cici already, please do. I'll have her link in the down bar. But this video is also going to be perfect for those of you not only who are having goals in fitness and weight loss, but in any area of your life. This video is for you because it is a new year and you can have a chance to kind of start over, make goals. I'm going to be talking about my 2013 resolutions and how to achieve the goals that you have and how to properly kind of break them down. So I'm going to get into this because it's kind of a long video and I really want to get the whole thing done, and I'm going to show you some different cool free printouts that you can do to get started. So there are like 6 or 7 main tips, depending on how you look at it, to kind of creating goals and making them work for you and then achieving them and having them play out in your life. So number 1 is and I have to look at notes because I kind of like wrote this all out and I was like, I need to make sure that I get my point across. So make sure it's something you really... So number 1 is that you want to make goals that are consistent with your values. You want them to be something that you really want in your heart, not because they sound good. Make sure it's something that really speaks to you. It's not going to make sense if you're doing it for the wrong reasons or because someone else wants you to do it. So make sure that they are really for you. Number 2 is you can't contradict your goals. And what I mean by that is that you don't want to have something that is non-integrated. So non-integrated means that you think you can buy a $750,000 house when your salary is maybe $50,000. So you have to kind of think realistically. Would we all like to have a $750,000 house? Sure. Is that a goal? Maybe, but you kind of need to break down your financial and your occupational goals first before you can just put a goal like that out there. And if you have these non-integrated thoughts, you're going to kind of have self-sabotage with your everyday thinking, that you're not good enough, you're not doing well, and it's going to affect your positive thinking and it's going to sabotage the whole aspect of having goals. So number 2 is to have realistic goals that you can obtain and that you can think positively about. Okay, so number 3, there are 6 areas that you want to kind of break down in your life, and they are financial, career, spiritual and ethical, physical and health, social, cultural, and mental and educational. And I'm sorry I keep having to like look at notes, but if I don't have my notes, I won't be able to like remember everything that I am thinking. So you want to ensure balance as you examine and change fundamental living. So the balance in your life and having these goals broken down into 6 parts is going to create balance, and it's also going to help you to not have that integrative or non-integrative thinking, because you're going to have a clearer mind about your goals. They're not going to be so broad, okay? You're going to be able to decipher which categories they fall into. One of the main things that I think people forget about goals is they'll say, oh, I want to obtain this, I want to do this in my life one day. But that's as far as they go. And 80% of research shows that when you write down your goals, you're going to achieve them. Write them positively. Work for what you want and not for what you want to leave behind. So one thing that, people can say are, you can write them like instructions. You can have them be like a guideline for you. So that your subconscious can remember them. Your subconscious can't decipher right from wrong. It's not going to judge you. So, your positive instructions and you're going to get positive results. When you write your goals, write them in complete detail. So rather than saying like, I want a new home, that's my goal, you should say, I want a new home that has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, contemporary style, in the mountains, on 20 acres of land. So that way that when you're trying to figure out how you're going to achieve this and where you're going to be and everything, you know exactly what you're looking for, exactly how you're going to do it. And I know it sounds crazy, but the more that you think about it, the more you visualize your goals and see what you want to do, the more realistic it is, the more clear it's going to be in your subconscious, and you're going to think about it more. You're not going to just push it away in your memory like, and dig it up one day and say, one day I'm going to have this. So, write it down as in-depth as you can. Number 6 is shoot for the moon. This doesn't contradict the non-integratical thinking point. Some people would say, well, if you're shooting for the moon, and that's like saying, I want a $750,000 house. Well, no, it's not. You should still aim high, but high in your limits. What can you achieve? Don't aim for like your middle ground. Aim for your highest that you can do. You'd be surprised because, they say like when you aim high or when you shoot for the moon, you fall somewhere in the stars. It's just like that. So definitely have them, be strong goals. Number 7 is when you write these goals down, you need to have them be your roadmap. And a roadmap can change, okay? You can change your direction. There's going to be circumstances in your life, your goals are going to change, things are going to happen where you might need to tweak them. And that's why writing them down is really important too, because then you can see either how your progression is and if you need to change them. So writing them down is really a good thing. And then 3 little points that I want to, kind of hash out real quick are people might put you down with your goals, your family, your friends, they might not understand you, but remember, goals are for you. You're not doing it for anybody else, so don't let their negative thinking affect your positive thinking. Self-talk is so important, and our minds are our most dangerous spots. So like when you're hearing negativity all the time, it's easy to fall into the negative thinking pattern yourself, but our best tool is to just keep moving forward with our own path and our own goals. The next thing that I want to talk about is how important it is to not write these goals down and then put them away. You need to see them every day. When you wake up in the morning, go through them before you start your day and before you go to work, go to school, whatever. Read through them, say them, close your mind, not your mind, keep your mind open. Close your eyes, visualize them, see them, so that they're fresh in your mind, and then do it again before you go to sleep, because to achieve them, you've got to be thinking about them all the time. So definitely review them daily, and also review your decisions during the day. Are they bringing you closer to your goals, or are they bringing you further away? Take little notes. Keeping a journal on hand with you is a really good way. Write down your mood, write down how you're feeling, write down who you came in contact with, and did it affect you in a positive or a negative way. Your decisions are a big part of goals, obviously, because all of your decisions make up your life in general. So, really think about how your day affects your goals in general, and, if they're good decisions or bad decisions. Lastly, I want to talk to you about 3 different tools you can use to write down. First of all, it's good to just kind of take loose leaf paper like this and write down everything. I don't care if it's messy, you've got scribbles and scratches and little notes pointing to things, if you need to do that to write down like all of your goals and all of your dreams, do it. And then once you've gotten everything down on a piece of paper that you can kind of see the gist of it, you can see this huge kind of crazy map, you can put it into little smaller maps. And what I mean by smaller maps is worksheets. And if you go onto Pinterest, you can find tons of cool printables that are free, and I have 3 that I really like because, and I'll have links in the down bar for all of these, but the first one is a really broad goal map. This one is, and I'll do a close-up shot of these, but this one is I think 10-year goal planning worksheet, where you write down a 10-year plan, a 5-year plan, and a 1-year plan, and they give you professional, health, and career sections, and then a different format for how to achieve them and the dates that you want to achieve them by, so you can see, you know, really far in advance what you want to accomplish. The next one is the yearly goal planning. It also has a month-by-month section, which is why I like it. So you can have your goals and your action plan, so how you're going to achieve them, because if you don't really have a plan for how you're going to achieve them, and make sure you're really taking time to think about how you're doing this, guys, because, you know, you can say, well, I want to do this, but how are you going to get there? You know, you need to sort of spend some quality time to yourself really thinking about it. And then you also have each month on here, so that you can have a timeline of when you want to achieve them, and I know it's really hard to see. But this is a really good one. And then if you have, you know, maybe you don't need like to see your life in 10 years. Maybe you've got a few short-term goals that you're just like, I really, really want to achieve this year or this month or this week or whatever, and you just kind of want a one goal page sort of thing. You can print this out a couple times, and this is like an in-depth printout of a goal. So you will have, you know, your goal written up at the top, when you want to accomplish it, different tasks to get there, if you finished it or not, tips to getting back on track, you know, you can have little notes, rewards, and then you can go to your next goal. So I love this one for, you know, short-term stuff, like if I'm doing a 5-day slim down, or if I want to, you know, organize my bedroom, or, you know, finish a project for school or work or whatever. This one is really good. Also, if you have a color in your planner that you write down projects or goals or things you want to accomplish, like say it's pink, write all of your things on your goal sheet in that color, so that in your planner you can also have, you know, different tasks for your goal achieving in there, and you can kind of match them up. So that is all of my tips for how to properly go about planning out your goals for this year. I'm going to do a video on my goals once I figure them all out. My family and I are doing these worksheets tonight, so I'm going to have, you know, a fitness related video of this too, because I have different fitness goals than I have, like, you know, with my life and spiritual growth goals. So I'm going to show you guys these printout pages in depth, and I will talk to you girls soon. Bye! Okay, so this is the 10-year goal planning page, and as you can see, you have a 5-year and a 1-year planning section as well, and you have the due date on the right side, and then it breaks it down into different categories for you so that you can have a clear view of what you want to accomplish long term. Then this page is the yearly goals page, where you can write down things that you want to achieve this year, and you can have it set up in a timeline by each month for when you want to achieve them. I really like this one because I tend to do things more monthly than long term. Then this page is the breakdown of a single goal, where you can see the tasks that you have to accomplish. You can also see the due date and different notes that you have for each goal. And I really like this one just because I like to see how things can get broken down in a more in-depth way.